I mentioned before, Sander the Quick is on mono red, and I have no idea what Jens is playing, so it'll be a surprise for you and me likewise. We still have the horrible camera clarity though, and let's see if we can fix it somehow. I think this is a bit better. We've got some other issues now. Okay, there we go. So let's do that intro announcement again. Fix that window. Okay, hello and welcome everybody to round 3 of the leaderboard event here in Gent. We have Sander the Quick on mono red versus Jens Goethals on an unknown deck, and Sander is off to the races with I have no idea which card it was. It's village something I think. Village Messenger. Facing off against in Foul Orchard. And that is all these cards. Why is he playing so fast? He's doing it on purpose to spite me. It's a blood something. There's a lot of bloody cards in Magic though. Blood, blah 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 blah. Bear with me here. I'm just gonna ask him. Sander, uw tweede erop, hoe noemt hij? Yeah, of course it has nothing to do with blood. It's a Fury Blade Vampire. So Fury Blade Vampire. Okay, so Fury Blade Vampire is answered with a tune with Ether. So Jens not really capable of mounting any defense whatsoever at this point. And we have a Sin Prodder. I think that is from Sander. Yes. So let me know, is the image better now? I think it is, but it's a bit hard for me to see. We are zoomed out a bit, so we are further away. So let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay. To make it better. So sorry about this. But now we don't have the image anymore, and in the meantime we're missing the entire video. No. Okay, so I guess this is the screen we'll have to work with right now. Looking forward to our upgrades, so this will be a thing of the past. So Jens managed to block with, I assume, a Cyan Summoner. No, it got eaten by a Fiery Temper, and that means I assume his life total is actually lower than the 14 we see here. That's a Thriving Rhino. Okay. So, scooping them up. I'm just gonna ask the players to use the life total pad.
Sander en Jens, kunnen jullie wel de life totals... Sander, kunnen jullie wel de life total bord gebruiken?
Okay, apparently both players were on autopilot and completely forgot the life total sign. So, a very convincing and quick victory from Sander here. A lot of people are calling this deck the Fun Police. And let's see how he is sideboard. I see he's taking out the village messengers. They are a lot worse if you're on the draw, of course. I guess this is something he's quite used to. And he has a ton of specialty burn and removal to bring in, I see. I think I even saw Incendiary Flow in his sideboard, which is something I would expect to see in his main board, actually. But it's pretty interesting. So you see, even mono red is playable in our cute little format. So again, if anyone in the chat has any questions, requests, wishes, feel free to dump them. I'll see what I can do for you. I think we boosted our image quality a little, but it's still way below the quality I would like to reach one day. Another problem is that the setup is actually not something we can work on. We are in an internet cafe, which keeps deleting the image where our software is on. So this is the third time in a row that I had to install and scramble to get all the settings right. Not the best case scenario if you want to optimize. But our players are ready for game 2 and are looking at their opening hands. Sander on mono red has won game 1 in quick fashion, and Jens, who looks to be on black-green counters, is now on the play and trying to steal a game back. He opens with Evolving Wilds, and Sander surprisingly has a 1-drop. Looks like both players are playing very quickly just to spite me. I can't type anymore. Neo, Nate. That's the one. Insolent Neonate. Jens again not having a 2-drop. Something you really need, and that's the pinger, but it's dead, so it's irrelevant. It got fatal pushed. It's it taps for 1 damage to a player, and whenever you play an instant or a sorcery, untap it. And I keep mistyping silly stuff. So the fatal push makes it so that Jens is still in this game. I see quite a bit of burn in Sander's hand. It is Thermo Alchemist. Thank you very much, Bram. Okay, we have Long Tusk Cub. As a follow-up to Jens, it's pretty interesting to see how many cards this deck shares with the red-green energy aggro. 3 mana gives a Fury Blade and a bombardment. Galvanic bombardment to take out the cub, and then we have a Pima Outrider as a follow-up. I think Jens is still thinking about whether he wants a token or a counter, and take into account that the next bombardment is for 3 and this deck is playing Fiery Temper. I think it might have been better to just make a 4/4 here. Sander considering his options. So that's a Fiery Temper. Taking out the Pima Outrider and an attack with an unblockable creature and a 4/2 trample. So we're getting quite a bit of damage on the table.
Nu staat op 6 max.
Oh wow, 18 man. 2 players. School. Deze school
Jens, I wouldn't say with his back against the wall, but the Dai Young is quite timely. Seems like he's playing a more control-oriented version of the black-green deck. Dai Young isn't the most obvious card to be playing. So discarding a Tormenting Voice to cast a Tormenting Voice, not taking advantage of any madness shenanigans here. Plays I think it's Teetering Peaks. Hello, Mr. Italian Iceman. I have no idea who you are, but I'm sure you're an awesome person. Is it Teetering Peaks? No, it's the new one. No idea which one it is. So, I double block. I'm not really sure why Jens chose to block there, but we have an other Insolent Neonet as a follow-up. So Jens has managed to keep a somewhat healthy life total. Do not make me talk about Andre the Astronaut or a gala event some time ago. Okay. I thought you were coming by here. Interesting. So, let's see what Sander still has. Like I mentioned before, Sander has managed to put on quite an assault, but Jens was capable of stunting that development quite a bit. That's an Incendiary Flow to take out the Nissa. And there we have another Alchemist. Incendiary Flow. So, the Thermal Alchemist gives Sander I keep mistyping. Thermal Alchemist gives Sander an alternative way of finishing the game, so by pinging, and he also has the Sin Prodder who can do damage outside of combat. Again, the players don't seem to be using our handy dandy life total plaque that was put there especially for you, dear viewer. So I'm sorry for that. Not sure what life totals they're on. I know Sander's on 20. Let's see how Jens. There we go. So that's Coon Firebird. For Sander. So that's his late game option should he ever need it, I suppose. I'm curious to find out what his thought process for that is, as it seems rather underwhelming. And we have the shock to wrap it all up. Okay, a very quick 2-0 for Sander the Quick, showcasing that even in a format like our own that is centered around playing with very cheap cards, Mono Red can be king of the hill. So, thank you very much for watching this round 3. We'll be back at the beginning of round 4 for the final round of this event. Again, if